is the catalyst for Susan's cold-hearted decision.
Susan cared about herself. She was very narcissistic, with a little bit of sociopathy mixed in there, and her need for the attention of all the men that she wanted. It made for a very, very dangerous cocktail for those two little boys.
Shattered by her abandonment, Susan straps her boys in the car and drives to a nearby lake.
She decided they were in the way and they were causing her pain. And so she merely was getting rid of the source of the pain.
Susan stopped at the top of that ramp, which is a pretty good fall down to the lake. She opened the door and hopped out. She took her car out of gear and let the car go. She said that when the guy took her kids, that they were screaming, "Mommy, Mommy." I bet they were. In a dark car that's now rolled down the lake, and they're floating, and they're screaming for their mother. Who knows how long it took the children to die? How long did they float out there before the car turned upside down and dropped into the water?
In the car, there would have been panic. They were restrained in their car seats, so they could only reach up just far enough to keep their nose above water. In all likelihood, they would have experienced panic, terror, as they could no longer get a breath.
Michael and Alex are found 9 days later, still strapped into their car seats.
When the diver found that the car's upside down, it's murky because it's been filled with water, and the lake water was dark. But he saw a small hand kind of pressed against the glass. A lot of guys I'd worked with for years, grown men who had worked hard on this case, that had struggled to try to bring those boys back home, and they were just openly weeping.
In July 1995, Susan Smith is found guilty of 2 counts of murder.
Susan's unusual in that the murder of her sons was premeditated, very cold-hearted, very cold-blooded. It had nothing to do with losing her temper. It all had to do with making her life temporarily better. And in that regard, she's a very unusual mother.